Hello and welcome to the channel. So today I thought I'd do a quick little video that shows how what I've done here. So this is a laminated piece of paper that I've tested some markers out on, mainly because I've got a cheap set of alcohol markers bought from a Chinese online store. I don't do stamping and colouring as a general rule, but I thought I'd give it a go and I'm quite enjoying it. So before I invested in some expensive alcohol markers, I thought I would get a cheap set. Before I could purchase them, Linda, who is the other half of this channel, bought me these for my birthday. So quite pleased with these. I've used these a fair bit. I've got a homemade colour swatch which I put together and laminated, and when I did that I thought that I could test them out on some paper, and I laminated them because they tend to bleed through paper and it goes onto the glass cutting mat, which is fine because it cleans up, but I thought it would be nice to have a colouring laminated sheet that I could just pop to one side and clean up when I was ready. So because Linda liked these so much, our birthdays are quite close together, I purchased her a set so that we can test them out ourselves. So what I thought today I would do is make her a laminated scrap sheet with that she can colour onto rather than straight onto her cutting mat. So I thought I'd make hers a little bit more exciting. So I'm going to shut these up and put them down because I'm not going to use them. But I thought I would make hers a little bit more exciting by stamping things on. So this is just a piece of A4 paper that's seen better days. It's got some marks where it's been in and out of a pocket wallet, so I wouldn't necessarily use it for anything else, but for this purpose it will be perfect. So I've pulled some stamps out and I thought I'd pop a couple of stamps on each side, not coloured in because then that gives Lynn the incentive to try some pens out on the laminated surface on what I've stamped, and then she can wipe it clean. So almost like a reusable colouring sheet, if you like. So pulled out a couple of tractors, a birdhouse which goes that way up, and a couple of birds, and I thought I'd put some arrows and some numbers and stuff on there just to make it less boring. Nobody really wants a plain laminated sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp these, and then I'm going to flick the laminator on and we're going to laminate them together. Stamp my images, and as you can see I've changed my mind. I decided not to go for the tractors and the endlings, more of a animal and foliage kind of flowers person. She likes a tractor, but I'm more of a tractor person than she is. So I found some more stamps, so I'll show you the stamps that I've used. So the bird table and the bird and this flower was from a free set on a magazine. I don't know what it was because I have all this before I started recording for the channel. So that's the bird and the flower and the bird table. And then I have this cute set of hedgehogs, which I've used this one on the top right for up here. And these I don't know where these came from. I've used the arrows and a couple of the words from there just to give a bit of interest. And the little Highland cow I do know where this is from because I bought this in the craft stash sale. This is the Card Making Magic Highland cow set, which was part of a bigger launch. I fancied the stamps, so that's what I've used there. So I've got a regular laminating pouch which is heat seal, so it comes apart. This end is fixed here, so I'm going to pop this in, back it up to the top. Got a laminator behind me which is warming up. I'm going to just lay that in there, make sure it's all lined up. I'll give it a bit more room this way. I'm going to run that through the laminator and I'm going to come back and show. So I've run this through the laminator, and one thing I didn't mention was that I sandwich the laminating pouch between 2 sheets of A4 paper, because sometimes the heat can affect the pouch and make it warp. It's still done it a little bit there, but I'm not too worried about that. It's flat enough. So this is now ready to go. So just one thing I didn't mention was I stamped these images in Versafine Clair Nocturne, which is the black. And I'm going to get a couple of the pens out and give it a go and show you the purpose. Blue. As you can see, colouring. I could even colour a piece of scrap and it go over. And it's marking this rather than my glass mat. So that was the purpose of this video. If there's anything that you would like to see me do, or you think that's something I can help you with, please leave me a comment. If you've liked the content today, please consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so. More content is coming soon, so I look forward to you joining me. Goodbye.